Let's kick off a new week of training, guys. Monday, we're gonna do a 20-minute AMRAP called Fight Night. We have 5 different movements, 20 reps of each. Let's start with our warm-up today. 1 minute air squats to a medicine ball. Using that wall ball, you're gonna have your heels in line with the front of the ball. You're gonna send the hips back and then down. Make sure as you're reaching for the ball, you're not letting yourself round your back or letting your midline soften. We don't want to hunch to get to the ball. Keep that midline engaged. Next minute, we're going to do PVC pass-throughs. Grab a PVC. You can start with a wide grip. We're looking to keep the arms straight as you pass from the front to the back of the hip. Over this minute, feel free to start scooting your hands in a little bit at a time to get a little deeper into the shoulders as they warm up. Minute 3, we're going box step-ups. Prescribed height for guys in this workout is the 24-inch. Ladies is the 20-inch. For the warm-up, we're looking to stand up all the way before setting the second foot on top of the box. Then we'll move back to our PVC. We'll do a few more pass-throughs to establish our hand positioning, and then we're gonna do 1 minute of PVC overhead squats. So we're gonna keep the bar locked out overhead. The arms don't bend. Hips go back, descend below parallel at the bottom of the squat. Notice Rebecca's keeping that PVC pipe just slightly behind her head. If she were to lower it down, it would be in the back rack position and also stacked right above her feet. So everything's in a straight line in that position. The 5th minute, you're gonna be on your rower. We are rowing for calories today. So usually recommend lower your stroke rate just a little bit. Try to get a little more power out of each pull. I like to think I can accomplish these 20 or 15 calories, say in 25 strokes, if I'm really pulling hard and extending. Or if you're going really fast and not putting much power into the strokes, then it might take you 30, 35 strokes. So this is the only movement in the workout where you can do less reps if you move more efficiently. So let's try to get a lot of power into each stroke. After you finish rowing, we have our overhead squat barbell warm-up. You can click the link at the top if you'd like to watch that. And then we're gonna do a little bit of mobility with our PVC pipe. You're gonna have your hands on top of the PVC, step your feet out wide, and then you're going to sink the chest towards the ground. This is stretching out the lat muscles, the side and upper back. So you can alternate hands after 30 seconds or just stay in that same position here. Then we're gonna do PVC Sotts presses. Set the barbell on the back, hands are wide. You're gonna sit down into the bottom of the squat, and then sitting down in the bottom, you're gonna press up. We're trying to keep the elbows down versus letting the elbows go way back behind the bar, pressing straight up into that bar. That'll call the warm-up. Monday's workout is Fight Night, 20-minute AMRAP, starting with 20 wall balls, 20 pounds for men, 14 for ladies. Let's try to catch the ball with our hands underneath the ball and keep the ball close to the chin. We don't want to let it drop down below the neck to chest level. That'll mean we're moving the ball longer range of motion, so keep that ball up high. After 20 reps, we're going 20 hang power snatches. These should be light, something where we're cycling maybe sets of 10, at least sets of 5 at a time. So the barbell hang power snatches. So you don't have to lower back to the floor. You can catch the bar right in that hip crease in the dip and then go overhead. Quick little pop of the hips. You might not be jumping off the ground with these light weights, but we still want to aggressively extend the hips and then quickly punch ourselves underneath the bar. Then we have 20 box jumps. Today we are gonna stand up all the way on top of the box. So face the box, step up, open the hips, and then step back down. Then we'll move back to the barbell for overhead squats. Again, this weight should be light enough where you're cycling maybe sets of 10, no less than sets of 5 within the workout. Bring the barbell overhead. We're gonna keep the barbell locked out overhead and then perform the full overhead squat. It really helps to push the knees wide as you're doing this. That'll allow you to keep the chest a little more vertical and make it easier on the shoulders. And then finally, 20 or 15 calories rowing, just like we demonstrated earlier. Get a lot of power into each stroke. And then our target today is gonna be about 1.5 to 2 rounds over these 20 minutes. Monday's home gym variation will also be a 20-minute AMRAP of 50 single dumbbell goblet squats. So pick up that dumbbell into goblet squat position so you're holding it in front of the chest and you're performing your deep squats. As we squat, let's make sure we're keeping our heels down. Another option to hold this dumbbell would be to hold onto both heads of the dumbbell. And in this position, I like this one because you can actually rest the dumbbell on the front rack, so a little easier on the shoulders. Then we're going 40 single dumbbell hang power snatches. We're gonna switch hands every 5 reps. You can do these from between the legs. So almost treat it like a kettlebell swing, just using a single dumbbell. Make sure the back stays straight as the dumbbell lowers down to the ground, or to the hang position. Then 300-foot walking lunge, unweighted. Back knees gently touching the floor at the bottom of each rep. Take a long step so you don't have to walk as far. That's the magic of lunges. Longer steps means less reps. And then finally, once you make it back, 200-meter single dumbbell farmer's carry. So feel free to switch hands as needed, holding that dumbbell at the side. Let's try to make sure we are avoiding leaning away. The natural tendency will be to lean away from the dumbbell. Try to keep your hips and shoulders squared with the dumbbell. Let's finish Monday with strict gymnastics. We're gonna do 3 rounds. Each round is 4 minutes long, but it's split up into 2 parts. Part 1, you have 2 minutes to complete a 20 or 15 calorie row. If you have another machine available, feel free to modify that since we did some rowing in the workout. After you finish your row, max reps, strict handstand push-ups. These don't have to be unbroken, so it's okay to break them up into smaller sets. Hands are wide as you lower your head to the floor. Make sure the head travels forward, closer to the wall, so you're in a tripod position. So you're gonna do 2 minutes. As soon as your 2 minutes is up, we're gonna move over and perform a second 2-minute segment, 50 double unders. Or practice your double unders for about 1 minute. And then after you finish, max reps, strict pull-ups in the remaining time. So hands are wider than the shoulders. Keep the midline engaged, lean back slightly, and then pull to get the chin up and over the bar at the top. So you're going right from your first 2 minutes, right into your double unders and max reps strict pull-ups. Again, you can break those up into sets. You'll rest 1 minute between rounds, and you're gonna repeat for 3 total rounds. That's 4 minutes on, 1 minute off. Thanks for watching, guys.